Hi, for this video what I want to do is show you how to find a weighted mean using ClassCalc. The weighted mean process can be very complicated doing it by hand because you have to first take all of your x values and multiply it by your weights, and then find the sum of those products and divide it by the sum of the weights. Using technology will speed up the process. So what I have here is I have 4 different categories, and I have the average grade for each of those categories along with the weight for the course. So weighted means are often used in educational classes, and the average would represent the X and the weight would represent the W. So if you're using ClassCalc to do this, you do first have to enter the data into a table. So let me go ahead and pull up ClassCalc. And then I'm going to insert a table into here, and I'm going to type in the information. So my X values are going to go in X1, so the 75, 90, 95, and 98. And then my weights are going to go in Y1. And then what I have to do in ClassCalc in order to do this is I need to go to Stat, and I need to go to the Advanced and find Frequency List. So when I find the frequency list, I would then plug in the variables that I need for my X. L1 is going to be my X values. Y1 is going to be my weights. So I would type in X1, and then in this spot I would put Y1. And when I type X followed by 1, it automatically puts it as a subscript. And it tells me that I have a 100 item list. So basically it's listed out the 75, 50 times, etc. So this is the only way that I have been able to find to do it in ClassCalc. After you have the frequency list, I want to name it some variable. So I'm just going to say A equals this frequency list. And then I can come back to Stat and I can find mean. And in mean, I can type the letter A and it will find the mean of this frequency list. So I end up with 84.55. And it's as easy as that using ClassCalc. So we can say that the weighted mean is 84.55. So this would end up being your class average. This is something that if you are currently taking a math class or any classes in college or high school that are weighted, this is important to understand that because this one right here holds the most weight, this 75 is doing the largest portion of this grade. So notice that although 3 of the categories you have an A in, because you have a low grade in the one that counts the most, you have a B average overall. So when you're in any type of class that is weighted, even if it's weighted by points, things that are of higher values, it's always important to make sure to do well on whichever one counts the most towards your grade. The other ones are important because if you didn't do them at all, then your grade is going to be lower. And so for example, if you didn't do any homework at all, the highest your grade could be is a 90% because you're missing 10% of the grade. So this is something that is important to understand, especially if you're going into teaching or if you are currently a student and you're trying to figure out what grades you need to do well on. So this is something that is very helpful in the real world. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or additional topics that you would like me to cover, please let me know. I hope you have a wonderful day.